Oh gosh, I mean, like, this is a place that's on literally everyone's bucket list. It was top of my bucket list, and I think, like, you see it on TV, but when you actually get here, it's a completely different experience. So beautiful. Like, wherever you look, it's like a postcard. It's amazing. I think the one thing that you can't tell on TV is the hills. Like, you can't really prepare for that. My legs were a little sore yesterday, but I mean, it's just unreal. It's perfect,
That's
honestly.
Your preseason workout.
Yes, exactly. Getting my legs back in shape.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, what did you do? I walked the golf course.
Yeah, that's how I got back in shape. But no, it's been really fun. We'll be here all weekend. So great players at the top of the leaderboard. So we couldn't have asked for a better weekend, honestly.
Yeah. Who are you rooting for?
So coming into the tournament, I was rooting for Ludwig. I wanted him to win, but I think Rory's going to do it, which I think is going to be really cool. And I think everybody. We were sitting at the 18th green yesterday on Friday, and you could just tell everybody was cheering extra hard for him, and he had a really good day. So that was really fun to watch. I think it would be very memorable to be here for that.
Yeah, it would make it an iconic Masters tournament.
Iconic, yeah. I think everybody kind of wants it to happen. He really wants it. I think the way he bounced back after Thursday, how his round ended too, was cool to watch. So I think he wants to get it done, and I think he might. So we'll see.
So your family is here with you. They're just off camera. When I told my family that I was working the Masters tournament, that I would get to be here.
That's not even working. That's,
well, yeah, it's not that you were going to all get to come.
I mean, this is at the top of their bucket list too. Like, they can't get enough of it. I slept in today. My brother and my dad were here right when the gates opened. They were walking around. Nobody's playing. And that's what a lot of patrons do. They just walk around and want to see the course, and that's what my dad and my brother were doing. So they can't get enough of it. We've tried every single food. We're going down the list. So.
What's the favorite?
My favorite, I think the Georgia peach ice cream sandwich. You can't go wrong with that. It's like the peach isn't like overpowering. The sugar cookie's really good. Had a couple of them yesterday. I'm gonna need to get some extra conditioning in when I get back to Indianapolis. But I mean, you can't go wrong with anything. There's just so many things that are so good, and maybe it just tastes better because the view is also so amazing. But yeah, it's been fun.
Are you a pimento person?
I'm not a huge pimento person, but
it's a unique taste.
I would pick the chicken salad on the honey wheat before that.
Okay.
I really like the chicken salad. That's my go-to sandwich if I'm picking one.
Yeah, I like that. It's good protein, gets you through the day.
It's really good.
How have you planned your outfits this week?
Ooh, well, I brought a ton of clothes because I didn't really know about the weather when I got here, but I mean, it's been perfect, but just trying to look the part at least, you know?
You do look the part, but you're a golfer. You know exactly what it takes.
I haven't gone to the merch area yet, so we're gonna get some good
what's
Masters.
On the
everything. But also then you gotta
list?
buy for people too. You gotta stock up on Christmas gifts. My brother's already gone. He spent a bunch of money, I'm sure.
Oops.
I'll be up there too, but I'll get some hats, get some nice golf.
I agree. I got this really pretty light blue sweater.
Oh, really? I've been seeing a lot. I've been watching like TikTok hauls of like what people buy, so I can be prepared of what I want to get.
Well, because when you go in there, you have to have a strategy.
You have to have a plan, yeah.
It's overwhelming.
There's so many people in there. I'll probably get some coffee mugs. My brother said the coffee mugs were going off I'm a big coffee person, so get some coffee mugs.
How would you compare the Masters tournament to, I know you've been to many sporting events. You think about like the Final Four, the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl. How does this compare to any other major sporting event in America?
I honestly would probably put it number one.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's just so different than everything else. There's really just nothing like this. And I think honestly the aspect of like not having your phone is so unique. Like you can tell everybody is so invested, and they're really just there to watch the greatness of the athletes. And even the golfers talking about it after their rounds, like they feel a different level of engagement from the fans too, and how invested they are, and you're really just living in the moment. And I think as a professional athlete, like you can empathize with that, and I think that's really cool. And then and Luke Combs and a few others last night, like that's what we all love about it, is like you're just one of the normal fans walking around doing all the same exact stuff, and there's just like a peacefulness about it. So I would put that up there at probably number one, because it's just so different. Like there's really nothing like this, and maybe the weather we're getting spoiled with is making me a bit biased, but it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and the Masters also attracts so much off of the golf course. You went to Noah Kahn last night.
Noah
I'm sure there were all
I'm a big
sorts
Noah
of...
Kahn fan, so yeah, you can't go wrong. There's a lot of concerts, a lot of different things to do, a lot of people here that you get to meet, and that's what makes it really fun too.
I know you've told the story a bit, but for those that don't know, how did you get into the game of golf?
So I remember I was pretty young, and like I loved every sport. My parents like
I
wanted to try whatever I could. And I remember on one of my birthdays, I forget how old I was turning, but I was pretty young. I got my first set of golf clubs, and they were like bright pink, like the kid golf clubs, and I would always beg my dad to like take me and go golfing. I just really enjoyed it. I loved being outside. You know, I wasn't obviously very good. I still am a hack, but I think I just like love being outside. I love the competitive aspect of it. It's like a battle with yourself. Like it's an individual sport. It's so different than basketball or the other sports that I played growing up. So I think it makes you have this mental toughness about you. I think that's what I love about it. But a lot of my friends played growing up and throughout college, and even now professionally, some of my teammates play. So it's like a fun, competitive thing we get to do together. And that's what I love about it. And yeah. That's the one bad thing about the WNBA is like it's during the summer, so I don't get to go out and golf as much, but I try to coverage. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it.
What's the golf culture in the W?
Ooh, so one of my teammates was actually one of my former teammates was a state golf champion, Grace Berger. She's now with the Lynx. So we would have some competitive talk. I never got to play versus her, but a lot of my teammates actually play and like to play. But like I said, it's hard during the summer seasons. Like we don't get to play a ton. I think people on other teams play too. I know there's some people that take their clubs on the road. I haven't quite done that. I'm usually too focused on basketball, but Lexi Hull, one of my teammates, was talking to me. She's like, we're taking our clubs on the road this year. Like, we're trying to hit all these different golf courses. I'm like, okay.
So you go to some places
yeah,
and some
we
great
do.
golf
Like,
courses.
we're out in California. You know, we're on the East
Pebble
Coast a good amount.
Beach,
Yeah, a good amount. Yeah.
LACC.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll try to get some different courses in. But it's fun that I get to have teammates that enjoy it too, and we can, you know, make time to do that together as well.
So we always hear these old stories of like Michael Jordan taking his clubs on the road, playing 36, or even today, Steph Curry always travels with his golf clubs.
Yeah.
From a physical perspective, how crazy is that?
It is crazy, but also I think like understanding how much I enjoy it and how peaceful it is. It's like such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day, and just to do something where you can like calm your mind and be away from people and be outside. I think one of my favorite stories is when Steph Curry, I think it was the playoffs, and I think it was the finals, they had just lost and he didn't play very well. And the next day they had off and he didn't want to go to the gym. He wanted to go to the golf course and just hit balls. And then the next day he came out and had like 45 points and shot really well. And I think it just shows like how nice of a calming aspect it is for professional athletes, but also the competitive side of it. Like, you love that too. And obviously Steph is really good, but I think that is one of my favorite stories is like, you understand like this is an escape for us too. Like it's that peaceful. And I know MJ is really competitive with it. The stories about MJ are crazy. Like he would go play 18 and then show up to the game and drop 35. I could never do that. Like that's a different breed, but yeah, you find a lot of hoopers also like basketball too.
Yeah, why do basketball players specifically seem to love golf so much?
That's a really good question. Honestly, I really do think that like, one, it's a great escape for us. I think two, you know, we're so used to the team aspect, and then you get out on the course and it's such a challenge with yourself. Like it's you, the golf ball, the golf club, like the course, like that's all it is. You know, you don't have teammates to rely on. It's just a battle with yourself. And
it's almost like a mental exercise that you can use.
It really makes you mentally tough. And I think that's also what's really impressive about these professional golfers out here. Like you hit a bad shot, you don't have time to sulk. Like you got to move on. And it is similar to basketball in the same way. Like you miss a shot, you got to move on. But you know, they're the one that has to step up and take the next shot. They don't have other teammates to rely on. So I think that's what's really impressive about it too.
So this off season for you has been the longest time that you've had to actually have a break from playing basketball at an elite level. And you said, I think in the beginning of the off season, you said you were going to try to become a professional golfer. So where are we in our journey with golf right now in the off season?
Well, I'm in Indianapolis mostly during the off season, so it's so cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We gotta get you a simulator.
Yeah, exactly. I was joking around, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, maybe she can do it." I'm like, "No." Well, people don't understand.
That just goes to show what people think of how much of an athlete you are.
Which I really appreciate.
It's a compliment.
Yeah. But it was fun. I played a ton right after the season ended. I got to play with Nelly Korda, and then over Thanksgiving, I was down in Phoenix and I played with Max Homa and John Rahm, and just to see like them hit the ball and play up close, like, and it's even the same out here, like getting to watching them. Like you can watch it on TV, but the way the guys swing the club, and obviously the way Nelly swings the club too, and all those women on the LPGA, like they're just incredible. Like their swings are so smooth. Like only if I could be half of that, I would be happy. But it's fun. It's fun to support them and watch them because I'm really big fans of all of them too. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, you got to play in a pro-am last fall with Nelly and Annika. What was that experience like?
Oh gosh, I've never been so nervous in my life.
That's saying a lot too.
I know,
Oh
I don't
my
get
gosh.
nervous for basketball, but that's maybe because, like, you know, I know I'm actually okay at that. I'm decent at that.
You're pretty good, yeah.
Golf, you never know what might happen. I about killed somebody on like the 6th tee, but you know, it's really fun. It was great. I'm honestly not used to walking 18, so that's an adjustment too. But like I said, like those are once in a lifetime experiences that I'm lucky enough to have. And Nelly and Annika were both tremendous, and they're so easygoing, and you know, 2 of the best female golfers of all time. So how cool is that I get to say I played 9 holes with each of them.
So I don't know if you've noticed this, but anytime someone outside of the quote golf world shows any level of interest, the golf world just wants to wrap their arms around you. What has been your thought on the reaction that golf has had to you being interested in golf?
Yeah, I think it's been really fun, and obviously it's allowed me a lot of really cool opportunities and to do a lot of really cool different things, whether it's playing the Pro-Ams, whether it's be here, whether, you know, whatever it is, whether it's people just sending me golf clubs for free to try out. I'm never mad at that. I'm never mad at that. But it's super fun. I think it shows how much the game of golf is also growing. You know, I think over COVID, it certainly helped too. Like that's when my brothers picked it up. They didn't play when we were kids, and that's when they picked it up and really started enjoying it, and now they can't get enough of it. And it's the same with a lot of my friends and teammates. So, you know, it's just such a welcoming community, and it's really fun for me to be a part of, and you know, and to bring more eyes to golf, and then in return, you know, hopefully a lot of golf fans start watching women's basketball too.
Yeah. What would be your pitch to other athletes in the W to play golf?
Well, it's funny. I have a lot of teammates that also don't play, and like we talk about it, and they're like, "I see you play golf. Like, I really want to try." It's like they like want me to help them get into it, which I think is super cute. And I don't think they realize how hard it's going to be. But they're like, I don't know how to swing a golf club." I'm like, "I'll help you." So I think I just tell them like it's a great way to spend time with the people you love. Like that's my favorite thing about it. Like, yes, it probably frustrates me a lot, but also like it's just a great way to be outside, to meet people, to spend time with people. It brings people together, and you know, that's what's so amazing about it. So I'm gonna work on giving some of my teammates a few lessons. I don't know if they actually want lessons from me, but I'm gonna try to help them the best I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want to go out and play. So we're gonna find some courses in Indianapolis and get out there. Definitely some public courses that maybe aren't like as nice as other ones, because I might put some divots in the ground, but it'll be fun.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's how you learn.
That is how you learn. We've all been there.
But they're also so much farther ahead because the hand-eye is there.
Yes, they're athletes, you know? They're one step ahead.
They're
so
going to be fun.
Yeah.
All right, what's the plan for the rest of the day as you take in the golf course?
Ooh, I think we're just going to walk around. We followed Scotty's group yesterday, so that was really fun. I'm thinking we're going to follow Rory today, but it's fun. I think we'll probably go to the first tee and watch a lot of guys tee off and start their round. I wonder if those guys get nervous like I did on the first tee, but because it's narrow too. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Go to the first tee. I got to go to the merch tent, get some good gear, try more food. I want to try the pecan cluster popcorn or whatever. I haven't tried that yet.
I've never had that.
I haven't tried that, so
I need to do that.
Yeah, that's up there on my list today. So I'll get that done.
No, they definitely do get nervous. Bryson, I talked to Bryson this week, and he said, you know, you can do all of these things to prepare for every situation on the golf course.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is managing your nerves here. How much do you relate to that? I know that you said you don't really get that nervous in basketball, but every once in a while, I'm sure something does spike.
Well, it was just like interesting, like walking around yesterday, like the fans are just like so on top of you. And I think as an athlete, like when you're in your element and you're competing and doing your thing, you don't always realize that. So I'm sure the guys get in their zone and kind of go about their business how they always do. But that element is always something that you can't prepare for. It's like just in basketball, like you don't show up to practice and there's not fans there yelling and screaming and cheering or walking alongside the ropes or sitting behind the green. Like those are just elements you can't prepare for. And you know, you just kind of have to zone in and lock in and block out kind of all that noise, but also enjoy it at the same time, because, you know, this place is beautiful and incredible, and, you know, having fans or crowds or whatever it is follow you in professional sports, like that's what makes it really fun.
Yeah. So last thing, you know, this show is all about capturing the magic of Augusta National. How would you define the magic of Augusta National and the Masters tournament?
I think it's one of the most magical places I've ever been in my life, honestly. Like, I think it's that special, and everybody knows that, whether you've been here or not. But once you really step foot on this whole course, this entire area, like, it just puts into perspective how special this place really is. So it's been a magical few days for me and my family, so we've